for Elliot. I'm a mom, so if anyone here needs a ride home or a snack, I have some raisins in my purse. If what you needed, though, is some help in the bathroom, you're on your own. I'm not going to fall for that one again. That was an awful night. I love being a mom. The hardest thing about becoming a mom, though, is all of the questions that you get from the nosy neighbor ladies. And I'm a really private person. I'm not like girls these days. You know the ones I'm talking about. They post on social media before they've even put their underwear back on to announce the blessed event. I don't like people getting all up in my business, you know? You're probably wondering, how did you ever even become pregnant with that attitude? With both pregnancies, though, I had this horrible pain in my side yard. It was my judgy, racist neighbor, Rose. I like to call her Thorn, and she had no idea about how boundaries were supposed to work. She was like the equivalent of a neighborhood booger that you just couldn't flick off, try as you might. One day she came up to me and she said, "Do you want a boy or a girl?" And I just said, "Look, Thorn, I don't really care about this one's gender. I'm just hoping and praying that it's white." Oh, that sounded horrible. Not because I'm a racist, but because my husband is. No, I mean, he wasn't a racist, he was white. And don't you think that's going to be a really shitty day at the hospital if we don't all look alike? It did the trick. She hasn't said a word to me since that day, and my boys are in their 20s. They're at a cute phase. They're like kind of half man, half child. They can't decide really where they belong. Someone's laughing like they know. You know what I'm talking about. They say things to me like, "Stop treating me like I'm a baby," and "Hell yes, I want an Easter basket." There is nothing creepier that you will ever see than a hungover, bearded dude holding a sparkly basket of eggs first thing Easter Sunday morning. I guess when it gets to the point that it feels like condoms and edibles and concert tickets are the right things to put in the basket, it's time to lose the basket, you know? We call this phase the Blues Clues Booze Cruise years. We went out shopping the other day, and I swear to God, our day involved looking at handguns as well as a visit to the Disney store. Don't worry, we did not pull the trigger. It was a huge misunderstanding. My son was in fact looking at handguns, and turns out he had plans later on that evening with a young lady, and she had asked him to bring protection. Yeah. He got confused. Apparently context is the last thing that these kids nail. Unless, of course, the young lady's name was context. In that case, that was about to be the next thing that he nailed. Wasn't any better when they were little. Like, there was the night that we ended up at Hooters because they loved owls and I hated saying no. Thank you so much for having me. I've been making gross.
Making gross. Your next comedian coming to the stage, very funny, works here all the time, Derek Rush. Keep it going.
I'm glad that baby came out white too. How the fuck y'all doing, Comedy Works? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You getting back to normal, huh? Shit getting back to normal? Everybody came in here, got their vaccination card. Some real and some made with a nice printer. You know, it pissed me off. When they want us to get vaccinated, they always put celebrities in front of us, trying to convince us to do shit. I got up that morning and turned on ESPN and Magic Johnson was on TV, trying to convince me to get the vaccination.